My God, how life has changed. It really has changed dramatically, for the better, of course. And it's a journey at the end of the day. It's a journey, and there's many challenges. You know, it's not all plain sailing. There's still many challenges after that. You know, and you're just evolving every single day. I was nearly involved in a crash there. Not my fault, I may add. You think that once you're making money on a consistent basis, you think that you know, all your problems will be solved. And of course, money does solve a lot of problems. You know, it gives you much more opportunity and scope to do what you want, and it gives you a huge peace of mind. You know, when you've got 5 figures sitting in your bank account, you know, it provides a level of comfort. I think it takes time to acclimatise yourself to accepting the fact that, you know, that you have continuous challenges. Yeah, it's life changing, but there's a lot of misconceptions as well at the end of the day. There's many misconceptions. So for example, if I'm making, you know, let's just say for example 200k per annum through my various businesses and trading, you know, people automatically assume that you've got 200k sitting in your bank account, and that's one big misconception, because that's not the case at all. I mean, you know, when you reach a certain tax bracket, you're paying a huge amount of tax. I mean, you're paying over 40% tax, but there's many bills that you've got to pay out. There's many bills, and I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions. Like, I don't know how many times I've heard, you know, I've had messages of people saying, when are you getting the Lambo, when are you getting the McLaren? Now, it's not as easy as that. You know, you pay a huge amount of tax, and you have to, because you have to adhere to the laws, you know, and there's a heavy price to pay if you don't. So you've got to make sure you've got a good accountant that's keeping you in line, and you've got to make sure that you're not spending stupid amounts of money on things that you just don't need. So there has to be a level of sensibility. So yeah, there's many misconceptions that people just don't get. You know, they think it is all plain sailing, and it's not. You know, there's many challenges, but at the same time, it's amazing to be in this opportunity. But yeah, listen, one of the biggest things in terms of awareness and education is that, you know, you just continue to evolve. You know, and sometimes I'll come out with, I've tweaked my strategy. You know, I do something a little bit different now because I've realised that, you know, I need to continue to evolve and not become stagnant. And this is the reason sometimes I'll come out on YouTube and put videos out like why I no longer trade the news. You know, this is the reason, you know, and people will come out and say, you know, oh, you've changed your mind. Yeah, how come you've changed your mind? You know, you have to evolve. You have to evolve, and as long as you're making changes and evolving for the better, and it works, well, then you've got to stick with it. So it's you know, it's just every day, literally, it's a new challenge. But you have to embrace these challenges. You know, you can't look at these challenges as being a massive issue, because you're going to come up against challenges every single day, and you continuously have to troubleshoot. I mean, a perfect example, you know, bought a new piece of equipment 2 days ago. I bought a new piece of equipment, and there's challenges with regards to learning how to use the software. You're using new equipment, but you can't see it as a big problem. You've got to see it as just another challenge. And the more that you face these challenges, the better that you become at dealing with them and troubleshooting with them. And listen, my challenges now are using a new piece of equipment, or I've got to do something for one of my new business ventures. But it used to be, how do I become consistently profitable? So there's continuous challenges, and that's the mindset that you have to kind of implement even at the start of your journey, is to accept and understand that you are always going to have challenges. And not just in this business, in any single business. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be sweeping the streets for a living. You're going to come up against challenges. So the principle is the same. The principle is the same. You know, one of the biggest elements to trading is the psychology of it. And people think that it's specific to trading, but it's not. It's just psychology in general. It's just the same as doing any other activity, where it's going for a run, you know, doing any kind of sport, any kind of job. The psychology is the exact same. Like, it's absolutely no different. It's just about being positive and understanding that that's not going to be easy, and you're going to have many challenges. But at the end of the day, you know, the people that succeed in this business are the ones that don't give up. You know, so, you know, it's not all about talent. It's not all about you know, somebody's background or education. You know, it just doesn't make any difference. It doesn't matter about your level of intelligence, all that kind of stuff. Like, it means nothing. You know, literally the people that become successful in this business are the ones that literally just don't give up. It's just that attitude of, you know, I might be knocked down many times, but I'll continue to get back up. And it's just like that, like almost like a fighter's mentality. You know, just constantly being hit and going down. But see, at the end of the day, that's where winners are made. And not just in trading, in any industry, in any kind of walk of life. You know, it's literally all to do with when you get hit and you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down, trust me. You know, when you get knocked down, what are you going to do? Are you going to turn around and say, this is not for me? You know, some people just give up too easy. They just give up too easy. You know, I've seen people giving up in this business after a couple of months. You're never going to become successful in a couple of months. It's going to take you several months to become consistently profitable. Like, it's just not possible to do it in a matter of months. It's just not possible. It takes several months, and for some people it takes several years. You know, there's no blueprint to this. Like, me personally, I got to a certain level where I'd already lost, you know, quite a lot of money, and I had already invested so much time into this, you know, physically, emotionally as well, because you're not just investing your money, you're not just investing your time, you're also investing in this emotionally, because it is such an emotional roller coaster. So it gets to a point where, for me, I remember saying to myself, on, you know, a couple of occasions, that I've already invested so much into this, you know, I simply can't give up now. You know, you've got to have these little one-to-ones with yourself. And that's what it comes down to. The secret is literally just not to give up. It literally is as simple as that, you know. Just don't give up.